Get found, be seen, decide to take the stage. Unlock your potential, let the world engage. Get found, be seen, we're breaking through the noise. With every rip and roll, we'll rise and rejoice. Get found, be seen, decide to take the stage. Unlock your potential, let the world engage. Get found, be seen, we're breaking through the noise.
All right, everyone, welcome to another edition of Get Found.
And be seen.
Monty,
What are
dude,
you
we're in the
doing
same
here?
room. I thought I'd just fly over.
Oh, well, I bet your arms are tired.
They totally are. But you know, this term "flying over" is way different than the term "flying over" I've used for years. So this is interesting. My arms are tired though.
So you know, kind of you flew over.
I flew over. You want to switch spots? Actually,
That's where we're normally at, right?
yeah, totally.
Woo!
Here we go.
All right.
That makes me, when I have to turn towards you, it makes it easier.
I
gotta
reversed
turn this
my
way.
camera so that I don't have to think about it.
Good point. I guess the choreography in me just doesn't mind at all. Ah, yes. Monty, today I love, but wait a minute. Our sign is backwards. What's up with that? Can I switch it? I don't know.
Your sign is backwards. It's not backwards for
is.
me. It's only backwards for you, buddy.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, perfect then. The Get
Yep.
Found, as long as it's seen the right way. But interesting. I wonder how it's going to show up when, yeah.
Seen B, found get.
Right? Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of new stuff, right? We just had
lot.
a new song. Didn't we just have a new intro?
Now I'm just flipping me, actually.
Whoa, watch your
Now my words are backwards.
Yeah, your words on your shirt are backwards now, but
They are now.
But the background, the get found thing here. Let's do this. This thing right here. That's normal for me anyway.
Interesting. It's interesting because so guys, just let you know, you're witnessing us work. This is a little behind the scenes. You're watching us how we're working things out, but on the StreamYard it looks backwards. So we'll see.
It's all new. Like I'm saying,
It's all new.
The intro, right? We had the new song.
The new song. Yep, we had the new song.
We have a new song.
Yep. That was on point.
That was cool. Now this is cool. We have a new thing here. We're interacting together on the same screen.
Right. This is pretty cool. You know, the sign might be backwards, but we'll find out. We'll see.
We'll find out.
We talked about in our first episode, we talked about imperfect action. So that we're drinking our own Kool-Aid.
That's right. Imperfect action. We're doing it with intent.
That's right. That is right.
We wanted to bring something new to the stage.
Something new. And shout out to Steve Lai, by the way. Stephen Lai, shout out.
That's right. Man. He's the one that showed us how to get all this stuff rocking and rolling. We'll throw out that little startupwithconfidence.com. You can start doing this video stuff with confidence because Stephen will walk you through the steps.
Right. And we are fans.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're learning.
I mean, Carl, you have fun all the time anyway, but
totally.
This is just like amplified the fun level.
Amp it up.
We keep finding new little features and new little things and fun little stuff to do. Yeah. Okay. Enough of that. We're here about publishing your course.
Publishing your course,
or more needed. Where?
Very needed topic. And thanks.
Yeah, we found that out last week with Principal Gordon.
Right. That is right.
That was a good, not justification. What's the word I want there?
Conversation.
Well, no, the
negotiation.
Situation. Finding out if it's a good idea. Confirmation. One of those.
There we go.
By golly.
Something.
That was good confirmation that I'm on the right track. I can put value out into the world.
Right. Exactly.
So there was the topic that publish your course. It's like some people, Principal Gordon, it's like, hey, I've got knowledge. I could put it into a course. Oh, that means I have to do technology.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Right. Yeah, we hear that word or we think about that word. It's just like we want to go the opposite way. This way. Yeah.
Exit, stage left.
Stage left.
Yeah, because then it gets you, okay, so that means that I have to figure out what's hosting and what's publishing, what's hosting, what's live versus publishing, what's a launch, where do I put all this stuff? So that's a good thing to talk about. It's the where. The of course I led with the word. The hosting. Where do you put a course? Well, a course has videos, right? I mean, hopefully
Right.
it's going to be more interesting if it's got videos. So you need someplace to host these videos. That's the first turn. They need someplace to live. They have to be on the internet somewhere, accessible to the internet, so that when somebody clicks on it, it'll play. Now, there's lots of different places that you host a video. I mean, YouTube, that's the most well-known one. You can host it there and link to it, embed it in a website. But if it's a course, you don't want just anybody accessing it. It's only the students that have opted into the course.
Right.
Well, YouTube has private. You could do private.
I find that difficult, the private feature, though. Even if I don't find it difficult, one of my students finds it difficult is in receiving it and opening it up. It's more cumbersome.
It's not a membership area, which is what we'll get into next. But
right.
But also, YouTube still has all of the clickbait. It's your private video, but YouTube still, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this.
Right.
So is that the right environment for a course? I don't think so. I think that we want to be focused on the course and just have the course video. So that
totally.
That brings you into having a platform, a hosting platform of some kind, Wisteria or
Vimeo.
Vimeo, that's the other one I was trying to think of. Yeah, and then I'm sure there's lots of other ones. I haven't researched because I already have one that I'm using. But the concept there is that, hey, you can upload your videos here, and then you can give a link to it, and somebody can watch the video, and there's no distractions, nothing else going on there.
Right.
And therefore, you could build a website with a membership area and have those videos embedded in the website. And that's your platform. That's the no distractions area. But then here we are in that tech. You have the hosting. Well, you got to have hosting for the website. And then you got to have a membership for the website so that you can put the videos into the membership, into the website so that people can buy it and get an account to get into the membership and on the website to get the videos from. I'm tired just talking about it.
Right. A lot of details, lots. That's a reality. But it's that's where it's helpful to have someone who can help kind of guide you through it and they simplify things for people.
That's simplify then. So what's what for you? What's the next step? It's like, okay, so that's where I'm at. I've got all this complex stuff. I got to figure out how to do it. How am I going to do that?
Well, number one, I'm just going to plug this real quick. I'll put it all in the mind map. That's for another topic, another time. But I had to say that.
Indeed.
But for me, I love using Vimeo, and I'll take it by module, and I'll put the videos that I need to put in for that specific module and focus on that, and then I'll get to the next module. So build piece by piece. Like I can't approach, even if I try to approach it, just put it all in there, doesn't work. You gotta strategize on how you put it in because it's different pieces you're moving. And so it's easy to kind of get overwhelmed. So it's important to approach it in an organized fashion. That's my first step. Put module 1 in, right? And then move on to module 2 after.
But we're not even at step 1, Carl. You're putting it into Vimeo, but where's the course? Where's the members area? Where's that stuff? So with that question, where does your brain go? It's like, okay, I have to have a place to put these videos that has a sales page and has a way to email them and has,
Well, the question that comes to mind for me is I'm gonna build on your question if you don't mind. What do I use? Because That's a really good question, but there's just so many options out there. So I can share from my experience for me.
Exactly.
So for me, I use ClickFunnels.
An
And
all-in-one platform solution.
all-in-one platform solution. And that's probably where you wanted me to go.
That's leading you. The other stuff was good, so
Yeah.
didn't want to cut you off.
No. So for me, that's what I do. That the all-in-one platform that I use is ClickFunnels.
So
And
there
that's
you go. An
right.
all-in-one platform is that next step of, okay, I don't want to try and connect everything together individually. I want it all incorporated into one thing.
Right.
That sounds really cool and really easy. Was it really easy for you?
No. It took me a while. It took some months. It probably took a good 3 months to be persistent with it, and also going through the other learning curves, which is, it's a mental drain. So, but for me, my intention was different. I was doing it from the standpoint of putting my own out there, but also knowing that I'm gonna do it for other people if I needed to.
Sure. And
Which is totally different.
definitely, changes the playing field a little bit for you.
It does. So for me, that's what I did. But even me stepping in with that mindset, it wasn't easy. It was difficult. And then, you hear people saying, this is easy. Just click of a button. That's all you got to do. It didn't work like that for me. It took some time. It was a learning curve for me.
I'm just going to kind of fill in the blank there of, you still had to connect all your different pieces together. They just happen to be in the same platform, And so the selling point on that is, you don't have to have an account of here and here and here and here and log into these different things. You just log into one place. So yes, but that's as far as it goes. You still have to go in and connect everything together and put in the right stuff in the right places.
Right. And to be honest with you, Monty, for me, the email portion of it wasn't easy. So I ended up using MailChimp, which is something outside of that platform. But it integrated easily.
Right. Yeah. They have the integrations, and there's that thing of things integrate. So we have options.
Right.
An all-in-one platform can be convenient, can be advantageous, especially when you're wanting to work for other people and build things for other people, because it gives you, more tools to work with.
Right.
But
That's
when
true.
you're first starting out and you're trying to learn where to put stuff, I have found that some of my clients get distracted by all the moving parts, and they feel like they have to get everything working perfectly and set up before they can start. And
yeah,
I one of my clients was in that mode, and he was also in the same mode of, I need to start generating some income because I have some bills coming up, and I either need to generate income or get a job, which is generating income. And I don't like that option. So got to get this thing going. But he knew in his all-in-one platform that it was too complex, and he was needing to help him. But that was going to take time, because you got to collaborate with a person, and then they're going to do something for you, and then they're going to come back, and then you got to collaborate with them, and then they're going to do more. And so that's a time process. So I developed just a down and dirty, quick and easy. I mean, I didn't develop it. I found a platform that made it a down and dirty, quick and easy. Just get it launched.
Right.
Don't worry about a lot of these other things. Just the basics.
Yeah, get the win.
You got to have a sales page to send traffic to. You got to have a buy button that's connected to a payment gateway that deposits money in your bank account. And you got to have a way that when someone buys with the buy button, that they get an email that tells them, here's your username and password, and here's how you log in and get your stuff.
Right.
That's the nutshell. That's the, hey, I can sell my course, make money, and have students that builds my email list. Now, having it automatically send them emails and that sort of thing is convenient in an all-in-one package, but not necessary to start making sales, to start testing.
Right.
That's the big thing too. It's like, hey, I got the sales page. Does it work? I don't know. I don't have traffic going to it. Well, then does the OTO matter? Does any of the rest of it matter? Heck, you don't even have to have your course.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. And that's important, Monty. It's because it's the way the messaging can go across the internet sometimes is you need to have this ready, you need to have that ready, you need to have this all in one platform, and this is the only way to go. Sometimes even though it's not said, sometimes that's what people hear. That's the perception that people receive. And so even as marketers, we have to be careful. So even you mentioning that solution right there, that goes a long way, because yeah, the person who's trying to get a course out, they just need to get a quick win. Get that win so you can get a taste of what it's like.
Yep.
And then you could take a step. You like using that. What's that phrase you like using, or that word you like using? Taking that
the half step.
The half step.
Right. Yep. And it's a stepping stool. It's hey, this step is really big. I'm having trouble getting there.
Right.
And there's so many ways of looking at that. It's like, I just need to make a few sales right now. I just need to get going. It's not
right.
This whole concept that I'm putting out there. Oh, my new term. The solution that I'm suggesting is a side solution. It's a sidecar to your motorcycle. It's hey, I'm going in this direction and I need some results now. I can't wait 3 months for this thing to get built out.
Right.
Or, I don't know. There's so many different ways to look at it. But the main point being is I need to start testing. I need to know if the sales page is even working. Right. And let me just start getting going now. And then if it's working, it's like, oh, that's motivation. That's incentive. Get the big thing done.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's this is working. Let me just build on it now. Maybe it will. You could change directions with it and use it instead, or maybe use it in tandem, or maybe it's a half step and then you leave it behind as you get to the next stage.
Right. That's true. Very true.
A little excited about that, huh?
Dude, yeah, man, I love it. I love it.
I've already helped one person overcome that obstacle of the all-in-one thwarting their efforts. They just couldn't get the payment gateway to attach to their product to put to their sales page because I tried to help him, and I would have been able to figure it out. I just didn't want to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours bashing my forehead against the problem.
Right, and that make two of you bashing your head against the wall.
Absolutely,
no problem.
Absolutely. And so then that's where I immediately go into how can I accomplish this goal some other way.
Right.
And so, of course, he still wants to do, because he's like you, he's doing it for other people. And so he wants to be able to set that up and get it working for them. But he's very appreciative that I've given him this half step so that way he doesn't feel stuck and not able to move forward. He can continue moving forward here, which actually, because it's testing, is going to help him move forward in this next stage that he wants to be in. Because now he'll be like, yeah, that sales page works. I'm selling like hotcakes. I need an OTO now.
Right. Very true. That's true. That's a great, I think that's a brilliant way, Monty. It's important because the reality is, even though you hear different things in the marketing world, the reality is you need that quick win. You need that half step. And it's not for everyone. That's cool. But for those who it's for, it's so helpful and it's so important. It brings that relief to them.
Basically, the financially aware solopreneur, they can't afford to spend thousands of dollars for a professional to build it and put it together for them. Although here's another interesting fact. My client spent thousands of dollars for someone to put it together for him, and it still didn't work.
Yeah.
So it's not a guarantee even,
yes, right there. Yep.
Not a guarantee. But here's my other aspect of if you pay someone and they put it together and that's what their job, they're gone. And then something breaks. You don't understand anything of what's going on.
Right.
So you are now dead in the water until you can find someone else to pay to come in and hopefully fix it.
Right. And you can't test anything out because that person was assigned to do that one thing for you. And so you end up being stuck anyway.
Right. Yeah, that's very true too. No testing. You can't just switch out a headline and really easy. Well, maybe you can. Switching out a headline is not too bad. Maybe that part's okay. It's the connecting everything else. But here's the next thing. It's like your next funnel. Now, again, the mentality would be great. I have the dough rolling in. I don't want to. I could. I just don't want to spend the time doing it. I would rather spend the money to buy my time back. But as a solopreneur right now, I have a lot more time than I have money.
Yeah.
Not by much, but not saying I have a lot of money.
Yeah. A lot of time either, I tell you.
Well,
As
we all
time
have
goes-
24 hours. It's just that we have different obligations and different modes of operations. So
different projects.
different projects. Yep. And some people are just more effective with their time than others.
That's true. That's true.
I can always improve.
Right. And it's interesting though. The stuff we do is like you and I, even for me more so on the back end, but you with the stuff and helping people out. Some things you can't really quantify as far as time. So you kind of got to account for that too, because it might take you a while to fix something or set something up.
And tech.
Because
it's like, oh, they say you just connect it together. Well, but they forgot to mention that, oh, I'm changing my DNS settings on my domain, and that could take 24 to 48 hours to propagate. So meaning, yeah, you clicked on the stuff, but you can't do the next stage for however long it takes for the stuff to propagate. Maybe if it's 15, 20 minutes, great. But if it is 24 hours, that means you're stuck for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's that, infamous. They say it takes about an hour. Yes, under perfect circumstances, if everything goes smoothly. I worked for a guy that thought the world was always that way. So we did oil changes, and he's like, well, it should take you 20 minutes to do an oil change. So we should be scheduling them every 20 minutes. It's like, oh my goodness. So you have one hiccup early in the day and everybody now. So if you have any other hiccups, it just gets worse and worse and worse. It's like, no, tech, you got to account for a little bit of tech.
Time, money, and tech. TMT.
Like it.
That does sound kind of cool.
That did sound kind of cool. Yeah. So getting back there, where to put your course? All-in-ones. You could just make a website. Some of these website builders and then WordPress have ways to have membership areas. Right. I believe Shopify, I think Stu Smith has talked about, he has a membership area and he uses Shopify, which is a WordPress-based website. So there you go. WordPress is one way of making it happen. But I'm gambling. I don't use Wix or Weebly or any of the other website builders, but I bet you that they have something available.
I believe so. Yeah. I know someone who does Weebly, and there's a membership site in Wix as well. Wix has a membership site as well.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if they didn't. So there's multitude of ways of doing it. And most of these platforms have a free trial so that you can dip in a little bit and figure out, is it intuitive? Do the controls, are they aesthetically pleasing to me? Can I navigate this without feeling like I'm getting a headache? And maybe you need to try 2 or 3 before you find the right one.
Right.
That's important. Testing that out. And that's where the all-in-one people get stuck because they feel, I've invested all this time into it. I have to do this. I don't want to start over and go through all of that again to get to that point and then get stuck again.
Right.
So
and to be honest, too, go ahead.
No, that's the scary part.
Yeah. And I was thinking too, this thought came to mind too, is for some people too, they'd have to go to someone like you because they don't have the bandwidth and they don't have the time to think about it and to pick and choose and to test out. That's where someone like you could come in. Oh, you should do some. Oh, definitely. I know you're going to do some content about that, Monty.
Oh, I'm
blogs and stuff like that.
Probably some information out there, some value going out into the world.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I'll be paying attention.
Good deal. Yeah. Let's see. I had another thought on that, and you threw me off with your compliments. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. And you're welcome for throwing you off too.
That's fun too. I like our shows not being a set thing. It's awesome. So, but yeah, the where to publish it, the different ways of going about it, the membership site, the all-in-one, and being stuck in the all-in-one or whatever. That's me. I invest time into something, and then I feel like, but if I give up on it, I've lost all that time. I forget that there's learning and there's value in that time that I invested, and that if I don't go in that direction, I still can take that value with me
Right.
when I go in the new direction and say, hey, I don't want to do that again, or I don't want to do it that way again.
Exactly. You could apply that principle to other things. As you're journeying on in this space, you'll find in a lot of ways one thing you do that might not work. You might need this. You know what? Let me stop doing that so I can have the bandwidth to start doing something else. You'll find that those principles works in another space as well. Guarantee you.
Right. Yeah. And that's what, so that sparked back. So is the bandwidth. It's that I tell clients all the time, throughout my history of working with computers and helping people with computers and internet and all those different things, tech. And they're like, oh, I can't learn this stuff. I'm not smart enough. I'm not tech savvy. What that means is that they just need to invest more time.
Right.
But most people don't have that time available, or don't have the motivation to invest that time, because that's not their forte. They don't want to learn a whole new thing. They want to do their thing. You know, and sometimes that thing is being retired and watching TV. I don't want to learn how to do all that stuff. I don't want to hang out. So finding a person that can fast track that for you and get through it is definitely, that's a coach, a mentor, somebody who can help you with avoiding the obstacles that you want to avoid, that you might not even know are there.
Right there. That part right there. I mean, even when you said fast track, you know, it's so important to have a coach who can help you fast track things. And for some people, it's not popular for some, but if you have a lot going on and you're trying to get things done, to get that help to fast track what you need to get done is so helpful. You know, we have coaches.
Absolutely. Like we just called out Stephen Lai. That's the fast track to get this stuff going.
Right.
You know, he's already done it. He's already figured out, hey, if you do it like this, then you avoid all these obstacles. You know? Right. I'm tech savvy. I can jump in and figure stuff out, but I appreciate value where I don't need to go and test a bunch of things out to figure out this is the best way of doing it.
Right.
When someone else has already done the testing and they can just show me, hey, you can do it like this, this, and this, and this, but this one will give you the results that you're looking for. These ones will give you part of the results, and then you have to work harder.
Right. Sometimes you just got to get out the rabbit room or the squirrel room. Whatever you want to phrase it. Squirrel.
Out of the rabbit hole. Out of the squirrel room. Squirrels and rabbits. Boy, I tell you.
Squirrels and rabbits. Sounds like a cartoon.
I'm sure it is.
But yeah, it's and this is a time, you know, you're going to see a lot more courses on. So if you're one who's looking to do courses, or if you have that big idea, or if you have material content that you want to put into course presentation mode, or however I'd say it, you know, now's the time to do it. It's important to pay attention to what we're talking about today. This is very important. This is the topic of the hour, I believe, Monty.
Yeah. The world is, you know, it was the information age, and now we're moving into the education age. And the education is going online. There's so much more learning online now. And it used to be you needed these degrees and certifications. And now the world is becoming to, no, I want results. That degree and no results is worthless.
Yeah.
If I can get results without the degree, then I'm if I can get results with the degree, fine. But that's not the obligation anymore. It used to be you were almost obligated. Well, you can't get a good job unless you have at least a bachelor's degree.
Right.
But in the last 10, 15 years, we're seeing more and more people with degrees moving into the online space and doing things that they don't have degrees for.
Right.
But they have experience doing those things. And now with tech, this is perfect. Perfect tech. You are fuzzing out, buddy. You got to turn it off and back on again.
I am. Oh, man. Well, this imperfect action stuff.
There you go.
How's that?
Well, actually, you know what's funny? Is it was on on the app screen that you were fuzzy. When I looked over at the StreamYard screen, you weren't quite so fuzzy.
Okay, good.
It's tech. We're learning all this new
It's tech.
stuff. It's a whole new software app that we're using. That way we can get in here and be like, hey, look, it's Carl.
Hey, look, it's Monty.
And we're not in little boxes.
By the way, let us know in the chat area if you like this. If you like our new setup.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd
know.
like some feedback. We're testing.
We're testing.
Testing it out. Tell us if it looks good, if it makes sense, if it's distracting.
In the same room.
That's right.
I think about where we're at too, as far as the age we're in, education, age of education. I'm gonna look this way. I'm gonna look at you when I'm talking to you, Monty.
You have to set up a new screen.
Right? I know, right? In the age of education, we're ushering people into the age of implementation.
Ooh.
You like that?
I like that.
Age
That
of
fits right onto
implementation.
what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Implementing things. Yeah.
Implementing things and making it and helping people to do it with ease.
Yeah. So much fun.
I know,
Get
right?
over it.
Oh God! Before we got on, we got to let you guys know. Before we got on, we were on, dude. We were on for like an hour, just testing stuff out and playing with stuff, dude. It's
Playing
crazy.
around. There's
Playing
a
around.
lot of toys and rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes and squirrel worlds.
But it's fun, and there's
Right.
that thing where you've said it many times, and we're doing it as a group now. It's this we want to make what has been drudgery, what is a tax, what is I have to do those things, and we want to shift them into, hey, here's ways that I can do this, and it's fun.
Right. Exactly.
Fun. It's like I'm looking forward to meeting up and doing stuff rather than, it's time to go do that.
Right.
That's
Right.
huge. Mental,
Right.
90% mental game. That's a huge win right there to be able to shift yourself so that you are anticipating doing something and looking forward to it instead of just, the alarm went off, time to go to work.
Right. And here we are in the same room, making it happen.
Same room with new intro music and new appearance and just newness
And new pages.
I loved it. It's new and improved.
New and improved.
How do you? Oh well, doesn't matter.
Oh, what was that?
Well, it's new. If it's new, it's brand new. It's never been there before. How can you improve something that's never been there before? Whatever. It's new and improved.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. I get it. I get it. Good point. Good point.
All those technical word stuff.
Oh, that tech word stuff. No doubt.
But I like differentiating those words sometimes. So here's the differentiation between launching and publishing.
Oh, I'm listening.
So we're talking about publishing your course. You just need to get it out there so you can start testing some stuff. You don't necessarily have to launch your course.
Right.
Publishing means that, hey, it's there. Carl, go to www.mysite and you can see it. Great.
Right.
That's published. Launched means I've sent stuff out. I sent emails to my email list. I got on this podcast and talked about it, and I put out some ads, and I made some posts, and I put it on Medium, and I blah 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 blah.
Right.
That's launching.
Exactly.
So again, it's like, hey, with this half step, it's getting me going. It's not really what I want. That's okay. Test.
Right.
Test. It's
Right.
kind of like your first car. Most people don't get the car they want as their first car. Some people are lucky. They're extra special, lucked out, whatever. Maybe they worked really hard and delayed gratification to get that. But typically, you settle. Here's my budget. Right. I want something kind of like this. I'd like that, but this is as close as I'm going to get right now. And you drive that around for a while, and you save up some more money, and you figure out how to that next thing. So there's the same type of thing. Hey, you're stuck. You don't know where to put the course. You're stuck because you started putting it on the course, but you got obstacles and it's not moving forward anymore. I have an option.
Right.
I can be that guy you were talking about, Carl. Find somebody who can walk you through these steps.
That's right.
And those 3 steps that I talked about. It's like you need a page to send them to, a payment gateway to take their money and give it to you, and an email that gives them access to the course that's in the membership area.
Right.
It'd be super convenient to have that video hosting, membership area, payment gateway, sales page. Just that. Just make it super simple. So I figured out there's a platform that does that. It's a video hosting platform. It does a lot more than that, but we're not there. We just want to get published. We want that step 1. Then we can look at all these other cool things that could be done.
Right.
You know, it's like, okay, so this is just a sales page. There's no OTO. Well, there's other options for sales stuff. But right now, again, focus. Let's focus down. I kept telling my client I was helping. He wanted to go off on these other things. I need to do this and this. No. Sales page, payment gateway, email access. Boom.
Take that half step. Love it.
And so I found this platform and I just became an affiliate. A lot of people are like, affiliates. It seems like it's almost a bad name sometimes because you got to put on there. It's like, if you click on this, I'm going to make money. And then so because a lot of times people think affiliates are, well, you're just selling something to make money.
Right.
Well, I only get affiliates for things that I am using and have helped me and my clients. I've proven I'm using it. It works for me. I've helped someone else use it. It works for them. Okay. I can now guide other people through this system and get them going on that half step, which, like I said, could turn into a full step if they wanted to.
Right.
And the beautiful part is because I'm affiliate. So I'm offering to guide people through the system if they just buy through my affiliate link.
Yeah.
Same cost as if you buy the tool by itself. But I'll show you what I've learned and what I've applied and what I've helped other people do.
Right.
Get that course published.
We get bonuses through you.
And you get the bonus. You get and it's not, see, here's the other thing. Courses oftentimes bring in, I'm going to watch a video. I don't have time to watch a video. I need to get this done.
Right.
That's right. Live training.
Yeah. Hands-on.
There will be access to recordings because not everybody can get to the live time. Or maybe they like, I want to re-see that. So yes, recordings are there, but the live training so that you can ask questions on the fly, so that when you run into that obstacle, you're not stuck. You know, no course creator left behind.
Ooh, I like that. I like that theme.
With this isn't a let me put this course out and then you can buy it and you can do it and figure it out. It's like, no. I want to get the highest completion rate possible.
Love it.
You can't, 100%'s a little extreme goal there, but just, people in courses and things, it's not uncommon to have a 20% success rate.
Yeah.
1 out of 5. It's like, no, so what I'm doing is identifying why are those 4 people not able to succeed? Okay, well, at least one of them is because of personal problems. Can't solve that. All right.
Right.
I got 3 more people. And usually it's I got stuck on something and couldn't get enough help.
Right.
I didn't understand something because it wasn't put in a context that I can understand. And in live training, you ask a question and then I can explain it in a different way.
Right.
And I don't know. I'm sure there's more stuff. I can learn that along the way. But the point being is that live training is my go-to method.
Love that. That's great because you could also help them out with limiting beliefs too, because it's interesting. It's that limiting beliefs part. That's a big deal. And it's cool to kind of put together the idea of, hey, what we're talking about today. We're talking about the platforms and how to publish your courses, right? Now, the tricky part with that is having that mindset, because there's so many other things going on. And so some of the mindset is brought about by overwhelm, simply put.
Yep.
So even with a topic like this, it's important to talk about that too, the mindset. I find that one of the biggest things, and then you mentioned it too, like the 90%. I'm like, wow, this is real.
Yeah, the mindset that is most prevalent in the I'm not carrying forward, I can't get past these obstacles, is because I'm not tech savvy, or because
Right.
technology is beyond my comprehension.
Yeah.
And again, that's just not true. It just
Yeah.
you need either more time or you need a guide. And the
Right.
guide, the quicker way, obviously, more time, guide. More time is going to take more time. It says
right. Right. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda.
So it's again that mind, like she said, mindset. It's not overwhelming. That's why I figured out this system was for the client. So I understood it, but I'm like,
Right.
I need him to understand it. I need him to be able to click the buttons and connect the stuff.
Right.
And that's where it boils down to. It's not super high tech. It actually is pretty simple to connect together. Yes, there's some terms, API key, you got to do these different things, but you got to do those in the all-in-one too.
Right.
So, but
That's
I'll
true.
be there. Here's the big difference. I mean, I'm not saying the all-in-one don't have trainings and great support.
Yeah.
It's just huge. There's just so much going on where I'm narrowing it down to the 3 main components, and then keeping a nice small class size where questions can be answered.
Simplifying it.
So I'm still putting it together. We're still trying to figure out precisely how to make that move forward for the bunch of people in a live training thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get on the early bird list. You can be
The
one
early
of the
bird
people
list.
in there. Because that's what I'm saying right now. The early birds are going to get hey, I just buy the tool that I need to use. I gotta have the tool. There's no sense in doing the training without the tool.
Right.
And if I buy it through his affiliate link, I just get to have his course for free.
Right.
It's pretty much a no-brainer. And then the video platform, hosting platform that you'll be buying has a 30-day guarantee. And I'm talking about publishing your course in a week.
Love that.
So you got 3 weeks to play around with it and figure it out and say, hey, this is going to work for me. Or, yeah, no, whatever. I don't like it. Doesn't matter why you don't like it. Just get your money back.
Right.
And then it was free from me. So there's no loss there.
Right.
And I'll guarantee you learn something. So the time that you invest in it, you're gonna have a better understanding of how things work without the technical details of having to know the API key and all those things.
Fun part.
The fun stuff.
The fun stuff. Oh, that's fantastic, Monty.
So I think the next spot would be, where do you go?
Where do you go? If we need to get on that early bird list, Monty, where do we go?
Well, the early bird list right now, you can sign up at publishyourcourse.com. There it is.
There it is.
Just
Love
a little
it.
form. Just give me your name and your email and a little, I want to publish my course, please.
Right. Yeah, this is so important, Monty, because I know there's so many people out there. I've had conversations with people. I've had conversations with clients, but people just even friends and family too, who they have something to give, they have something valuable to offer, and they want to put it out there. But this is one of the major roadblocks for sure.
Yep.
So I'm glad you're doing this.
The number 2 roadblock, I would say,
Easter egg guy.
Well, it's like I need to know where to put it, but I gotta make these videos. I'm doing a live training, so I need to be live in front of people. And if it's their first course, their first time, first of all, maybe live is whoa,
a lot.
I'll try recording. That's going to be tough enough. Well, if you're feeling like that, that's a different obstacle. But
Right.
we have a solution for you.
Okay. What's that? Let's go. Oh, me? Oh, I appreciate
Mr.
it.
Carl has the experience and expertise to help guide you. There's that guide, the fast
Ah,
track, guide you through that whole fear of camera, that whole speaking in public, that whole confidence on camera thing.
right. And it's carlallene.com, baby.
There we
Woo, let's
go.
do this.
That's right.
It's and yeah, because it's a challenge. It's such, I know for me, even being an entertainer, performing artist, 35 plus years, still I have to set myself up for success to be in front of the camera. I have to set my mind whether I'm going live, even recording, and on stage too. So I understand the struggle. So I love to use all my experiences to train and coach people to help them to get to the promised land, Monty.
And that's what's great. This coincides. It's like, hey, there's
Right.
these two main obstacles. One, making the course, the video part of the course or the live part of
Right.
the course. And two, where do I put that course and how do I get it to my students?
Right.
So that just goes hand in hand. Now, some people, maybe they already have the place. Maybe their platform is there, but they're struggling with that. They're like, I look at my courses and I sound like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and here is my topic, and I don't know how to do it, and I'm so rigid, I'm not sure how to continue. So maybe they just need some Carl guidance.
It's how to be engaging.
How to engage.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you're an influencer. You're on camera all the time.
Right.
No problem. But that tech, where do I put this course? I make the course. I have the course. I've recorded the course. I've tried to upload it to different places and I can't get all those things to work. That's where I can come in.
Right. Wow.
And then if you're in that boat, it's like, I haven't started at all. I don't know where to go. It's like, hey, we got you covered on both sides.
We'll educate you. We got you covered. Love that, Monty. And great job with being so dynamic with it as well.
That's wonderful to have a topic that you're actually fired up about. There's that affiliate or it's mine mentality.
Right.
It's mine. This is my thing, and I have value, and I've already helped people. This isn't like I think I could help some people.
Right.
I've already helped them, and it's exciting. That's my drive. I've said that, I think, on some of our early shows. It's like I'm really looking for the people to say, "Oh yes, thank you, Monty."
Right.
I had this mountain in front of me, and now it's this molehill. I just step over it. Thank you.
You are gracing them with that aha moment, which does so much for them, far beyond what we could even see sometimes too.
And I'm
Love
so
that.
empathetic. I share in that.
Yeah.
So that's my goal. I get that aha moment from them, which makes me have that feeling. So that's why I'm dynamic. That's why I'm animated and extra loud.
Right. And the cool thing is too, putting people through the process with that experience, you're able to keep tweaking it every time. You're able to get more insight, and so that makes your product more dynamic.
That's another great live training aspect, is that I am able to integrate feedback immediately.
Immediately. Let's go.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Test. But that
Today's a test.
Don't do. Testing doesn't necessarily mean, because you got like in test mode. It's not for real. Like, hey, but what if you could do it for real and get the test results?
Right. Might as well.
Yeah. Hey, we're all talking about not having enough time. That just chopped out half of the process. You test it works. Okay, now let's go out here and really test it. Because testing it in the test environment is only part.
Right.
There's only so much you can test. You got to get out there in the real world with real people.
And I say this too, Monty, the way I feel like it's like that for me too, but the way you're able to do it is you're able to do it at a high level. You're able to test it out as you're training and coaching and helping at a high level, because you have a keen awareness to what the needs are, what the struggles are, what the pains are. Like even seeing your work, you're working like twice twice the effort, double time to make sure that experience is top notch. And that's what I appreciate about you. That's cool.
Yeah,
Right
I'm definitely focused on that value.
The value, right? So important.
Yep.
So important. So good on you, my friend.
Man, that was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back over the new song that was cool. We got this new environment that's cool. We got this new topic that's cool. It ties together so that, I mean, we're doing the show and now our offers tie together.
Right.
Man.
Love it.
Yep. And so this is testimony. This is start something, be consistent, imperfect action with intent, adaptability, all those things we've been talking about. We've been eating our own porridge.
Right.
I think candy's better. We're eating our own candy.
Cream of wheat. I like cream of wheat, please.
Drinking our own Kool-Aid, whatever. We're doing what we're talking about. There's no speculation. There's no, well, these other people, this is the way they do it. We're doing it, getting results, showing you where we're at.
Right. Right on. Right on.
And having fun. That's the best part.
Oh, totally.
Too much fun. Did I have this in there yet?
They're not ready for that, Monty.
Hey, if you're really thinking, I think I made the plug once, but we didn't have it on the marquee. So I'm going to say it again. If you think that this is a great way to interact in a podcast or a live situation, and you would like to learn how to do this from someone who's already done it and can show you the fast track.
Professional pointer.
Stephen Lai is your man. You can find his program at startupwithconfidence.com.
Love it.
I see Carl's typing there.
I'm trying to type it in.
He's going to type it in there. Going to make it happen.
No spaces, Carl.
Don't space out, Carl.
Right. Right.
We are on the fly.
Hopefully I didn't spell it wrong.
Proving a point. Imperfect action,
baby. Let's go.
Correct it though, so that's all right.
That's true.
Startupwithconfidence.com. There you go.
Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go.
You got carlalleyne.com, you got publishyourcourse.com, and you got startupwithconfidence.com. Those are your 3 pivot points. Your confidence on camera, your place to host your course, and the way to stand out and be different than any other course creator other than me, because I'm already using it.
Me too.
But to stand out from the masses, because the masses are not using this yet. But with all great technology, I expect this scenario to become much more standard, much more common.
Oh, yeah.
So now is the time to jump on and take advantage of that pattern interrupt. Use it to your advantage. And I'm going to put this little tidbit out there. It's like, hey, do you do Zoom calls at work with your meeting with your coworkers? Well, you don't necessarily need to get into the same screen like Carl and I are here right now, but to have the ability to do some of the things we're doing in your Zoom box that's on the screen with all the other Zoom boxes, you stand out. Boy, do you stand out. Yeah. When you can start popping that up on your Zoom screen and then be like, hey, now see it says start now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That there, you can do that in a private Zoom meeting with one person or with all of your teammates, and you will stand out.
That's right.
That's right.
Stand out.
That fast track, you can get the app and you can dig around and experiment and explore and figure it out. It's not too bad, but boy, just to have a guide take you right through it, say, here's how you set it, and give you the resources. Like, hey, I need to make these slides. I need to do these things. Oh, here it is. No brainer.
Right on. Good stuff, Monty.
I'm excited, fired up, and happy all at the same time. By golly,
I see your energy. I love it. Keep it
it'll
going.
be the world.
Oh. All right, this is getting dangerous.
It is. It's a good show. Never stops.
It never stops. That's right. Well, that's it for now. We'll
That's
see you
it for
next
now.
time.
On Get Found.
And be seen. I said I had a gift for that. Next time I will. Talk to you soon.
Take care.
Get found, be seen.